Matiang'i anajiondoa upinzani. Mbona Matiang'i ajiondoa upinzani? I want to be very fast, very short, very brief in this video. As we speak, the united opposition has tamed one Fred Matiang'i. That means, ladies and gentlemen, Matiang'i is not their preferred presidential candidate ahead of 2027. So, Rigathi Gachagwa, Kalonzo Musyoka, Eugene wamalwa, Natembea, wote akina Martha Karua wakakutana wakasema kwamba Matiang'i hapana, hawezi kuwa flag bearer wa united opposition. Because of why? We don't trust this guy, Fred Matiang'i. Kwa hii video nitakupea sababu why Fred Matiang'i is pulling out of united opposition. Two, why Fred Matiang'i is not a preferred candidate among the opposition principals. Mbona wanamkataa Fred Matiang'i asipiganie kiti cha urais, especially within the united opposition? If this is the topic you are interested in, ladies and gentlemen, naomba tu mukue katika hii video till the end. Ladies and gentlemen, as of today, it is very clear that united opposition has nominated one Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka to be a presidential flag bearer, Natembea to be his running mate, Fred Matiang'i, though rumors, has been given the seat of prime minister, not in constitution anyway, maybe prime cabinet secretary, something like that, and Martha Karua, speaker of Senate, and Eugene wamalwa, speaker of National Assembly. So in this lineup, so okay, quickly, Kalonzo Musyoka tumejua Rigathi Gachagwa ndiye amemfightia kabisa akwe hapo. So between Eugene wamalwa and Natembea wamepea prominence Eugene wamalwa. But anyway, the seat of deputy president is so useless in Kenya of late. Tunajua ya kwamba the seat of the deputy president is so useless, but that is a discussion for another day. But iko na say, because tuko na president, wa pili ni deputy president, watatu probably ni speaker ama prime minister kama atakuwa. Okay, under the constitution of Kenya, watatu ni speaker. So Natembea plus Natembea na Eugene wamepea prominence Natembea. Matiang'i wamempea prime minister, which is not in the constitution. I don't know kama watakuwa wana amend constitution ama la. But ladies and gentlemen, the truth is, even with the seat which is unconstitutional, is a clear indication that Fred Matiang'i atakiwi kabisa kuwa among the united opposition members. Niliwatengenezea video hapa nikawafahamisha kwamba kuna njama ya kufukuza Fred Matiang'i. Walianza kumuita state project, wakaanza kumuita awamwamini. But ladies and gentlemen, the reason why they are taming Fred Matiang'i is because of Rigathi Gachagwa factor and the political party, especially vita tu za mlima, politicians wa mlima na party zao. Rigathi Gachagwa, vile nilikuwa nimekufahamisha from the previous video ambayo labda umeiona kwa hii channel ama ile channel nyingine, ni kwamba Rigathi Gachagwa akona party yake ya DCP. Fred Matiang'i hapo mbeleni walikuwa wanampea chance because they were not very sure apigania kiti cha urais kupitia chama gani. Fununu ilikuwa ni Jubilee, wengine walikuwa wanasema akona party yake ya UPA. So pengine walikuwa wanamu persuade, walikuwa wanamu persuade kabisa, Freddy, why can't you just join your party? Why can't you form your party? Hii Jubilee tunasikia si poa, itatuletea vita kwa mlima. Wakampea a benefit of doubt. But Fred Matiang'i recently, nyinyi wote mnajua kwamba has finally made his mind na is going in 2027 with Jubilee as a political party. Hiyo nayo airudi nyuma, alitangaza wazi na hata akateuliwa kama msaidizi ama deputy party leader wa Jubilee. So Jubilee has already endorsed Fred Matiang'i for presidency na atatumia chama cha Jubilee. So Jubilee iko na roots ya mlima, being associated with the former president Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. DCP pia iko kwa mlima. The key figure in opposition ni Rigathi Gachagwa. Mwenye DCP ni Rigathi Gachagwa. So both political parties big in the mountain ziko pamoja, zinapigana. If Gachagwa angeunga mkono ati Fred Okengo Matiang'i awe presidential candidate. And sometimes wacha tujiweke kwa shoe ya Rigathi Gachagua. Angekubali ndio Fred Okengo Matiang'i tukuweke kama presidential candidate, then ingeleta shida kule mlimani, kwa sababu wacha nikufahamishe pia Rigathi Gachagua yeye amejitoa, yeye apiganie upresident tena, but is going to support Kalonzo Stephen Musyoka. But amesema pia in that government ataki president, ataki deputy, ataki anything, but in that government anataka 50% share in that government. Anyway, I don't know vile mtareact in this, but that is the reality. But anyway, he deserves that because yeye ndio key figure in opposition. Without him, sidhani kama hiyo Kalonzo Musyoka watafanya namna gani. I don't know. Without him, I don't know the future of Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. So probably there are those who agree that Rigathi Gachagua ana deserve that to be given 50% share. So how can he get those shares? You have to lazima akue na majority, yani watu wengi, viongozi ambao wamechaguliwa katika chama cha DCP. Now, akisupport Fred Okengo Matiang'i ambaye ako na Jubilee, automatically vile nilikuwafahamisha kwamba a party ambayo iko associated na presidential candidate ndio itakuwa dominant. Kwa mlima kuna chama mbili, DCP na Jubilee. Jubilee ingekuwa na presidential candidate, DCP isikuwe na presidential candidate, then automatically Jubilee ingekuwa dominant party, especially in the mountain. Na waombeaji wengi wangetend to associate themselves with the party associated with the presidency ambayo iko na presidential candidate. And that is how Jubilee ita end up kuwa na majority of elected leaders suppressing DCP. DCP itakuwa na elected leaders wachache tu, lowering the bargaining power of Rigathi Gachagua. Na Rigathi Gachagua haezi taka kitu kama hicho. Rigathi Gachagua is not keen in forming the government directly, but is keen in winning majority of elected seats so that he can have a very strong bargaining power. Nikawapea example ya baba. Baba ndio hajakuwa ikulu kama rais, but amekuwa akiform in the so-called handshake, in the so-called broad-based government. Because of why? Because akuna strong bargaining power based on the number of elected leaders from his party ODM. So, and Rigathi Gachagua want to be a very keen student, want to be Raila's student, want to learn from Raila Amolo Odinga. He has said not once. So, there's a probability. That is the reason. And that is the reason, ladies and gentlemen, based on the available facts on the ground. Na nimefanya research. That is the main reason why Rigathi Gachagua is not keen in making Fred Okengo Matiang'i to be the opposition presidential candidate. Swali ni je, na nimewauliza swali si moja. Matiang'i sasa, it seems that Matiang'i atakiwi lake alipo in the opposition, na niwaambia kwa Matiang'i akikuja na Jubilee as a party, tukiangalia using another eye, tunaona kwamba Matiang'i is being misled. Kama si kumisleadiwa, then Matiang'i could be possibly a state project. That is we angalia tu Uhuru Kenyatta, mbona anyway, nitakuja na detailed analysis on the same. Our opposition principles, especially from Rigathi Gachagua's camp, perceive Fred Okengo Matiang'i like is being used kusambaratisha opposition, especially Rigathi Gachagua's camp. I don't know whether that is the case, but also using another angle, there's a possibility, unless Fred Okengo Matiang'i is being used as a state project. But something to do with the state project is a topic yenye inataka muda kabisa kuelimisha mpaka muelewe. There's a probability somebody somewhere is misleading Fred Okengo Matiang'i. Yani ni nini ilikuwa mbaya, nini ilikuwa ngumu Fred Okengo Matiang'i aform party yake, then akai supported kama Jubilee imsupport. Rigathi Gachagua ayuko keen in winning presidency. Number one, Rigathi Gachagua is so keen in having a very strong bargaining power. So, ni gani muhimu? Ni kuwa na strong bargaining power. How? Winning majority of elected leader seats. Full stop. What's the way forward for Fred Okengo Matiang'i now is pulling out of opposition, united opposition. Will he go alone? And if ataenda peke yake, ataweza fanikiwa without the support of united opposition? Ladies and gentlemen, there's Gen Z factor, there's Gusii, South Nyanza factor. Now that Raila Amolo Odinga is not there, the Nyanza factor, that's Luo Nyanza and the Kisii, and the Western Alliance, Western Alliance, Gen Zs, and the Mount Kenya factor, those who are pro Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, what play a role in making the dream of Fred Matiang'i to be the president of Kenya true. But that is a topic for another day. Ladies and gentlemen, probably you have a divergent view. I've told you the reason why rigathi Gachagwa the united opposition are taming Fred Matiang'i. Probably you have your own views. Let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, turn on the notification bell so that you are notified every time we post a new video like this. What do you think? My name is CS Born. See you in the next video.